Welcome to tonight's top news stories from around the world. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Noreen. Let's get started with the headlines making waves right now. President Trump plans to send tariff letters to over 150 countries by August 1st. Trump hosts Qatar's PM for private dinner and meets Bahrain Crown Prince to boost Gulf ties. President Trump said US and India were close to finalizing a new trade deal. Governor Hochul supports $20 million semiconductor center to strengthen New York's tech industry. Mayor Eric Adams leads NYC fight against $351 million federal disaster grant cut. Connie Francis, singer of Pretty Little Baby, died at age 87 after a life of hits and hardships. Jennifer Lopez jokes about marriage after fans' proposal during a Spain tour. At least 60 dead in massive fire at Iraq hypermarket. Heavy monsoon rains killed 54 people in Pakistan in 24 hours. Bangladesh confirms no military alliance with China and Pakistan. Bangladesh T20 international captain Liton Dash dedicates Bangladesh's T20 international series win over Sri Lanka to July martyrs. Neymar scores late winner to give Santos a big victory over Flamengo. And Messi's scoring streak ended as Inter Miami lost 3-0 to Cincinnati. You were listening to Headlines, now news in detail. US President Donald Trump said he would send a letter to over 150 countries to tell them what tariff rate they will face. It's all going to be the same for everyone. For that group, Trump told reporters during a meeting with Bahrain's Crown Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa at the White House. He said these countries are not major trade partners like China or Japan. Since April, all countries have been paying a 10% baseline tariff. Trump has hinted that the new rate could be 15% or 20%, but he didn't confirm the exact number. Trump had already sent about 2 dozen letters to countries like the European Union, Japan, and South Korea. These new rates are planned to take effect on August 1st. However, some countries are still trying to negotiate better deals, and there is doubt about whether the new tariffs will begin as scheduled. Countries like Taiwan, Switzerland, and India, which had over 3% of the U.S. trade deficit in 2024, haven't yet received letters. Trump said a deal with India may happen soon, but a deal with Japan seems unlikely. President Donald Trump hosted Qatar's Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al Thani for a private dinner and met Bahrain Crown Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa at the White House. The meetings were part of U.S. efforts to improve ties with Gulf nations and seek progress on a Gaza ceasefire. Before the dinner, Trump welcomed Al Khalifa to the Oval Office. Although little progress was made on Gaza, Trump focused on building stronger economic and diplomatic ties in the region. Trump had already visited Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE in mid-May during his first foreign trip of his second term. In Qatar, he praised the palaces and visited Al Udeid Air Base, which was hit by an Iranian missile after the US bombed Iran's nuclear sites. That trip brought deals worth $1.2 trillion, including a Boeing deal for 210 aircraft. Trump now wants to use a Boeing 747 donated by Qatar as Air Force One. Trump said Bahrain has been a helpful ally. The countries signed deals on aircraft, AI, and nuclear energy. Bahrain's king is expected to visit Washington later this year. President Donald Trump said the United States was very close to finishing a trade deal with India. He spoke during a meeting with Bahrain's Crown Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa in the Oval Office. Trump said the deal would make India open its markets more to US businesses. He explained that Washington had made deals with many countries and was negotiating with India next. He added that sometimes the best trade deal was sending a letter that clearly states the tariff rates countries must pay. Trump mentioned rates like 20%, 25%, 30% or 35% in these letters. Trump promised that the US would soon announce some good deals with different countries. The new trade agreement with India was expected to help US companies have better access to the Indian market and strengthen economic ties between the two nations. Governor Kathy Hochul announced a $20 million semiconductor research center at Stony Brook University to study silicon carbide chips important for cleaner energy and powerful electric vehicles. The center opened with help from onsemi, which invested $8 million, and the state supported with $2 million. The facility lets scientists and students research crystal growth and improve chip quality to lower costs and boost energy efficiency. It will also offer training programs, including new degrees focused on silicon carbide technology. Governor Hochul said the center strengthens New York's role as a leader in semiconductors and national security. Stony Brook will partner with companies to test new ideas and train skilled workers for high-tech jobs. The center is led by experts with decades of experience and will be fully operational by early 2027. This public-private partnership aims to grow New York's tech economy and support innovation in clean energy and advanced manufacturing. President Trump supports efforts to boost U.S. technology leadership and job creation. New York City joined a legal fight against the federal government's decision to cut over $351 million in emergency preparedness grants from the FEMA Building Resilient Infrastructure and Communities program. The funding was originally approved by Congress during President Trump's first term to help protect cities from natural disasters. Mayor Adams said these funds support 19 projects in New York City that protect jobs, homes, and neighborhoods from flooding and extreme weather. The city has already started 14 projects funded from 2020 to 2022 and expected an additional 5 projects from 2023. City officials highlighted projects like the Seaport Coastal Resilience Project to reduce flood risk, the Tottenville Shoreline Protection to guard against tidal surges, and the Corona East and Kisana Corridor Cloudburst Hub to manage rainwater and prevent floods. New York City will keep fighting to secure the funds to protect residents and infrastructure from future climate threats. The city praised Attorney General Letitia James and other states for their support in the case. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Connie Francis, the famous pop singer from the 1950s and 60s, died at age 87. Her friend and publicist Ron Roberts announced her death but did not share more details. Francis became a star with songs like Pretty Little Baby, Stupid Cupid, and Who's Sorry Now. She had more than a dozen top 20 hits and acted in movies like Where the Boys Are. She was only 17 when she signed with MGM Records. Her fame grew after Dick Clark played her music on American Bandstand. In 2025, her song Pretty Little Baby became popular again on TikTok and Instagram. She told the New York Times she was surprised by its new success. Francis had a tough personal life, including a broken romance with Bobby Darin, a violent assault in 1974, and the murder of her brother in 1981. She also spent time in a psychiatric hospital. Born in New York in 1937, she started performing at age 4. Though her career faded later, she left a strong mark on music fans worldwide. Jennifer Lopez made a funny reply when a fan asked her to marry him during her Up All Night tour stop in Spain. The fan held a sign saying JLo marry me. Lopez laughed and said, I think I am done with that, while making a no gesture with her hand. She added, I have tried that a few times. Lopez recently finalized her divorce from Ben Affleck in January after filing in August 2024. The couple had been engaged twice, first in 2002 and again in 2022. Lopez has been married 4 times before, including to singer Marc Anthony and Affleck. After rumors of their split, Lopez cancelled her This Is Me live tour to spend time with her children and family. She told an interviewer the breakup was probably the hardest time of her life, but said she learned important lessons. Affleck also spoke about the divorce, saying there was no drama behind their split, just a normal ending. Now it's time for global updates. A huge fire broke out in a 5-story hypermarket in Al-Quds city in eastern Iraq and killed at least 60 people, local health officials and police sources told Reuters. The fire started overnight and spread quickly through the building as firefighters tried to stop the flames. Videos on social media showed the building completely covered in fire. So far, 59 victims have been identified, but one body was too badly burned to confirm. Officials said more bodies may still be under the rubble. City official Ali Al-Mayahi confirmed that the search for victims continued under the debris. The cause of the fire has not been confirmed yet. However, the governor said early investigation results will be shared within 48 hours, according to the state news agency INA. Heavy monsoon rains caused 54 deaths in Pakistan in the last 24 hours, raising the total death toll to about 180 since late June, the National Disaster Management Authority. Torrential rains hit Punjab province, causing floods and house collapses. Residents near the Nullala River in Rawalpindi, close to Islamabad, were ordered to leave their homes as the water levels rose sharply. Some evacuations have already happened and rescue teams are ready for more. The NDMA warned people in vulnerable areas to prepare emergency supplies for several days. The Rawalpindi government declared a public holiday to keep people safe while heavy rain is expected to continue until July 18. Most deaths were due to collapsing houses, flash floods, and electrocution. Monsoon season, lasting from June to September, brings much needed rain but also serious damage. Pakistan faces increasing extreme weather events due to climate change affecting millions of people. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. Contrary to India's fears, Bangladesh did not join a China-Pakistan strategic axis, maintaining its careful and non-aligned foreign policy. Indian Chief of Defence Staff Anil Chauhan warned about a possible China-Pakistan-Bangladesh alliance that could threaten India's security. A photo of diplomats from the three countries meeting in Kunming, China, sparked concern in New Delhi. However, Bangladesh's interim government, led by Muhammad Yunus, denied plans for any military or strategic bloc. Dhaka stressed it follows engagement without entanglement, focusing on trade and cooperation while avoiding military alliances. Bangladesh's economy remains resilient and it continues pragmatic diplomacy amid regional tensions. Despite India's worries, Bangladesh rejected China and Pakistan's proposal to create a formal trilateral working group. With national elections due in early 2026, Dhaka prioritizes stability and cautious diplomacy. The country seeks to balance ties with all powers, avoiding actions that could increase regional conflict or damage relations with the West. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Bangladesh T20 international captain Liton Dash dedicated their T20 international series victory over Sri Lanka to the martyrs of the July movement. Speaking after the final match in Colombo, Liton said, "As this is the month of July, we want to dedicate this series win to the July martyrs." Bangladesh completed a historic 2-1 series win against host Sri Lanka. The Tigers had lost both the Test and ODI series earlier but came back strongly in the T20 internationals. After a heavy 7-wicket defeat in the first match, Bangladesh bounced back with an 83-run win in the second game, their biggest T20 international win over any Test-playing country. In the final match, they chased down the target with 8 wickets in hand and 21 balls remaining. Neymar ended his 4-month goal drought with a brilliant latest strike that gave Santos a 1-0 win over Flamengo in the Brasileiro. The victory pushed Santos up to 13th place with 14 points, just 2 points behind the Copa Sudamericana qualifying zone. Santos had failed to win in their last 4 home matches in both the Copa Brazil and Brasileiro, but this time they gave their fans something to cheer about by beating Flamengo, one of the top teams in the league. The winning goal came in the 84th minute. Neymar, who last scored in an official match on March 3rd against Red Bull Bragantino, showed his skill near the penalty area. He dodged 2 defenders and fired a low right-footed shot past the goalkeeper. Though he had scored a penalty in a recent friendly, this was his first competitive goal in months. Neymar's return to form may help Santos fight for a Libertadores spot in the coming weeks. Lionel Messi's amazing run of 5 straight multi-goal games came to an end as Inter Miami lost 3-0 to FC Cincinnati. The 38-year-old Argentine had scored 2 goals in each of his last 5 matches, reaching 16 goals this season. This was the first time since 2012, when he played for Barcelona, that he had such a streak. But against Cincinnati, Miami only managed 2 shots on goal. Head coach Javier Mascherano admitted, "We were outplayed from the start." He said the players were tired and Messi also took a knock but finished the match. Cincinnati's 20-year-old Gerardo Valenzuela scored first in the 16th minute. Brazilian forward Evander added 2 more goals in the 50th and 70th minutes. With this loss, Miami now sits 5th in the Eastern Conference with 38 points. They are 8 points behind leaders Philadelphia, but still have 3 games in hand, giving them a chance to catch up. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 20,485.74. The NYSE Composite is increased by 111.36 points or 0.55%. Tokyo stock close price is 39,901.19. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 237.79 points or 0.60%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,516.83. The Shanghai index is increased by 13.05 points or 0.37%. Hong Kong stock close price is 24,498.95. The Hang Seng Index is decreased by 18.81 points or 0.08%. Bombay stock close price is 82,259.24. The Sensex index is decreased by 375.24 points or 0.45%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. President Trump plans to send tariff letters to over 150 countries by August 1st. Trump hosts Qatar's PM for private dinner and meets Bahrain Crown Prince to boost Gulf ties. President Trump said US and India were close to finalizing a new trade deal. Governor Hochul supports $20 million semiconductor center to strengthen New York's tech industry. Mayor Eric Adams leads NYC fight against $351 million federal disaster grant cut. Connie Francis, singer of Pretty Little Baby, died at age 87 after a life of hits and hardships. Jennifer Lopez jokes about marriage after fans' proposal during a Spain tour. At least 60 dead in massive fire at Iraq hypermarket. Heavy monsoon rains killed 54 people in Pakistan in 24 hours. Bangladesh confirms no military alliance with China and Pakistan. Bangladesh T20 international captain Liton Dutch dedicates Bangladesh's T20 international series win over Sri Lanka to July martyrs. Neymar scores late winner to give Santos a big victory over Flamengo. And Messi's scoring streak ended as Inter Miami lost 3-0 to Cincinnati. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel, and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all smart TVs and Roku TV, Amazon TV, Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.